Is bipolar disorder hereditary? Exploring genetic and environmental factors. Bipolar disorder is a complex mental health condition characterized by extreme mood swings, ranging from mania, elevated mood and energy, to depression, low mood and energy. These mood fluctuations can be severe and disruptive, affecting an individual's daily life, relationships, and work. One of the questions that often arises in understanding bipolar disorder is whether it is hereditary, and what factors contribute to its development. The short answer is that bipolar disorder appears to have a genetic component, but environmental factors also play a crucial role. In this article, we will explore both the genetic and environmental factors that contribute to bipolar disorder and how they interact in the development of the condition. 1. Genetic factors and bipolar disorder. The research into the genetic basis of bipolar disorder suggests that it tends to run in families, indicating that there is a genetic predisposition to the disorder. However, no single gene has been identified as the cause of bipolar disorder, rather, it is believed to result from a combination of genetic factors that influence the brain's chemistry and function. Key insights into the genetic link. Family history. Studies show that individuals with a first-degree relative, such as a parent or sibling, with bipolar disorder are more likely to develop the condition themselves. The risk of developing bipolar disorder is higher if both parents have the disorder, although the condition does not follow a strict inheritance pattern. Twin studies. Research on monozygotic twins, identical twins, has shown that if one twin has bipolar disorder, the other twin has a higher chance of developing it compared to dizygotic twins, fraternal twins. This suggests that genetics plays a significant role, but it is not the only factor. Genes and neurotransmitters. Scientists have identified several genetic variations that might contribute to the development of bipolar disorder, many of which are related to the functioning of neurotransmitters in the brain, such as dopamine, serotonin, and glutamate. These neurotransmitters are involved in regulating mood, and imbalances are thought to contribute to the mood instability seen in bipolar disorder. Complexity of genetics. While genetic research has provided insights into the genetic risk factors for bipolar disorder, it is clear that multiple genes contribute to the disorder, each playing a small role. The exact combination of these genetic factors, in combination with environmental influences, can increase an individual's risk. Key insight. Bipolar disorder runs in families, and genetic factors contribute to an individual's risk. However, the inheritance pattern is complex, and no single gene causes the disorder. 2. Environmental factors in bipolar disorder. While genetics play a significant role, environmental factors can trigger or exacerbate bipolar disorder, particularly in individuals who are genetically predisposed. These factors include stressful life events, trauma, and changes in routine. Key environmental triggers. Stress. High levels of stress are a known trigger for bipolar episodes, particularly manic and depressive episodes. Stressful life events such as loss of a loved one, relationship problems, or work-related stress can act as catalysts, pushing an individual into a manic or depressive state. Sleep disruptions. Disruptions in sleep patterns are one of the most significant environmental triggers for bipolar disorder. For example, sleep deprivation is a well-known trigger for manic episodes. People with bipolar disorder are particularly sensitive to changes in their sleep routine, and inadequate sleep can cause mood instability. Substance abuse. The use of drugs, alcohol, or other substances can worsen the symptoms of bipolar disorder and even trigger manic or depressive episodes. Caffeine, alcohol, and recreational drugs can interfere with medication and lead to mood swings. Trauma and abuse. Exposure to childhood trauma, sexual abuse, or physical abuse can increase the risk of developing bipolar disorder. Traumatic experiences can affect brain chemistry and structure, making an individual more vulnerable to the onset of mood disorders. Major life changes, even positive life changes, such as starting a new job, getting married, or moving to a new home, can trigger mood episodes in people with bipolar disorder. Any significant shift in routine or environment can destabilize mood and trigger mania or depression. Social and environmental support. Strong support networks from family, friends, and mental health professionals can help individuals with bipolar disorder manage their symptoms and prevent episodes. Conversely, a lack of social support or ongoing interpersonal conflicts can exacerbate the condition. Key insight: environmental factors, such as stress, sleep disruptions, substance abuse, and trauma, can trigger or worsen bipolar disorder, particularly in individuals who are genetically predisposed. 3. Gene-environment interaction. It is increasingly clear that the development of bipolar disorder is the result of an intricate interaction between genetic and environmental factors. While a person may have a genetic predisposition to the disorder, it is often an environmental factor, such as stress or trauma, that triggers the onset of the disorder or exacerbates existing symptoms. How gene-environment interaction works. Genetic vulnerability. Individuals who inherit certain genetic markers for bipolar disorder may be more sensitive to environmental stressors. For example, someone with a family history of bipolar disorder may be more likely to experience mood episodes when exposed to stressful events. Environmental stress as a trigger. While genetics provide the predisposition to bipolar disorder, stressful or traumatic life events often serve as the trigger that initiates the first episode of mania or depression. This is why early intervention and effective stress management are crucial for individuals with a family history of bipolar disorder. Epigenetics. Epigenetic changes refer to changes in gene expression that are influenced by environmental factors, such as stress, trauma, or substance use. These changes can affect how genes are turned on or off, potentially making individuals more vulnerable to developing mental health conditions like bipolar disorder. Key insight: gene-environment interaction plays a crucial role in the development of bipolar disorder. While genetics provide susceptibility, environmental factors can trigger or worsen the condition. 4. The role of early intervention. Identifying and addressing risk factors early on, particularly in those with a family history of bipolar disorder, can help prevent or reduce the severity of mood episodes. Early intervention can involve monitoring sleep patterns to reduce the risk of mood disruptions. Stress management techniques, such as mindfulness or therapy, to help individuals cope with challenging life events. Preventative mental health care, such as therapy or medication, to help individuals better manage their emotions and reduce the risk of mood swings. For those with a family history of bipolar disorder or who have been exposed to environmental triggers, it is essential to work closely with mental health professionals to develop a preventive care plan that includes both genetic and environmental considerations. Key insight: early intervention is key to managing bipolar disorder and preventing the onset of mood episodes, especially for those who are genetically predisposed. Conclusion: bipolar disorder has a genetic component that increases an individual's risk of developing the condition, but environmental factors also play a critical role in triggering and exacerbating the disorder. A combination of genetic vulnerability and environmental stressors, such as sleep disruption, trauma, or substance abuse, can contribute to the onset of bipolar episodes. By understanding the interplay between genetics and environmental factors, individuals with bipolar disorder and their families can better manage the condition and take steps to reduce the risk of episodes. Early intervention, consistent treatment, and a supportive environment are essential for managing bipolar disorder and leading a stable, fulfilling life.